Well, tonight for our devotion, we're going to do things just a little bit backwards, and that we're going to have the song after we start the devotion. And so, I want to tell you guys, this past weekend I went to a wedding in Iowa. Anybody been to Iowa? Unfortunately, it's got some wonderful gifts. It also smells funny. When you get right into Iowa, it smells like farms and pigs and other things. And but it was an awesome time. We went up for Melody's cousin got married, and we went up and the kids played, and we had a blast, and we hung out on this farm, and it was fantastic. And for like you know the kind of vacation when you go on vacation and you just sort of like check out, like, and you're not really thinking about anything else that you have to do, and you're just like full on relaxed. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's it's the greatest feeling. And then when you come back to your normal life and you step into, things again, like I did on Monday morning, you step into like these giant things to do list. And so I just want to show you all, this is my things to do list. I want you all to see what my things to do list looks like. It's a little bit insane. And so when do you have to do it until the end of the week? Some of them already had to be done, and that's why they're crossed off. So the things to do list hit me smack in the face on Monday. It was just like, oh my gosh, there's so many things to do. And so immediately, you regret going on that vacation. You're like, man, I shouldn't have gone. I could have been here. I could have handled all this stuff. Like whenever I go out of town, I got to work twice as hard before I leave, and then twice as hard when I get back, just to stay on pace, But if I hadn't gone, I would have missed out on this incredible vacation, right? So there's this sort of this tension in between being able to take some time to relax and yet getting all the things done that you have to do, and I think that we kind of live in this sort of space of tension. Well, we did this interesting devotion in our staff meeting on Monday with Minister Bill, Minister Chris, and I. And we have a staff meeting every Monday, and we talk about what's going on for the week and kind of prepare everything and talk spiritually about where we are and all this. And we did a devotion on the burning bush. Speaking of which, we have a burning bush right here, which is conveniently working. Anybody remember the story of the burning bush? Right. This is the story where Moses is standing there in the midst of the field. He's shepherding, and all of a sudden he sees this burning bush, and he stops and he turns aside and looks at the bush, and then the bush speaks, right, and it's the voice of God. And basically, God says to Moses, "All right, I'm going to mess with your reality, buddy, because I want you to go to Pharaoh, the most powerful leader in the entire world, and I want you to tell him to let my people go. Right? So you're going to go free all the slaves." And Moses is just like, "What?" Right? And so he's like, yeah, you're going to go, and you're going to tell Pharaoh to let all of my people go. And Moses is just like, wait. No, so if I go to tell them this, first of all, I don't know that I can do it. Second of all, who do I tell them? I mean, I'm standing in front of a bush that's on fire and talking to me, all right? Who do I tell them? Sent me. And the voice of God says, tell them that the Lord sent you. The name of the Lord. It's where we get the name of the Lord. The Lord shares the name, which is abbreviated. Well, now in English, right, it's capital L-O-R-D, right? Lord. You see it written out in the Bible. It says, the Lord spoke, the Lord, right? Wherever you see that. In the Hebrew scriptures, they would actually use 4 consonants. Do you know what they are? Actually, they're 4 vowel sounds. Do you know what they are? Actually, they're 4 consonants, but they are
Y-H-W-H.
Y-H-W-H, right? It's Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. That's the Hebrew letter. Say that. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Do you notice anything when you're saying that though? Say those just inside your mind for a second. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Do you feel the breath that you have to use for each of those? You got B, C, J. Yod. I mean, you have to put something. Hey, Vav, Hey. It's what if, why is my phone going off in the middle of a devotion? What the heck? Sorry, guys. That those letters almost sound like breath itself. Ever thought about that? Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Now, I'm stealing part of this from something that I heard in a Rob Bell video. But it talks about, what if you were to think about the name of God like breath? That when the creation was created, right, it says that God took dust and formed it, right, into this creature. And then what happened? Do you guys remember what God did?
Breathe life into it.
Yeah. the Holy Ruach of God, right? It means spirit. Same word in Greek is pneuma. And it talks about breath and spirit with the same exact word, that breath and spirit are one, that God blew this spirit, this breath, into this creature. When you think about breath, you think about spirit, and you think about the name of God, I'm kind of blown away by this idea that with every breath, we might be speaking the name of God. Some people say Yahweh, right? Yahweh is the way this is pronounced, this Y-H-W-H. Yahweh. Say that. Yahweh. It's got a breathiness to it, doesn't it? And if you think about this, that you would speak the name of God while you're alive, right? You would continually speak the name of God. But when you can no longer speak the name of God, you no longer have breath, and we are dead. So I've been trying this out for the last day, and it's been amazing. That with my breath, I've been thinking about the name of God, that when I breathe in, it's a little bit weird. But it's absolutely amazing. And so I'm going to get you to breathe tonight. And we're going to play our music tonight, and it's a song called "This Is the Air I Breathe," and we really can only kind of go through it once because we're kind of short on time. But I want you to breathe. So you can close your eyes if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. But for our song tonight, you get the guys to sort of sing it for us. I want you to be thinking about your breath, and we're just going to let them sing it for us tonight. And you just breathe and listen to yourself breathe. You're welcome to close your eyes, kind of lean your head back, get comfortable, but listen to yourself breathe and imagine speaking the name of God through your breath. I'll get you to sing for us.